The moment you stop gripping life, something amazing happens. Life starts moving toward you. The moment you stop needing specific outcomes, those outcomes seem to accelerate. And the moment you truly let go, you gain an advantage that most people will never even touch. This is the power of detachment. Now let's be clear. Detachment is not apathy. It's not withdrawal or checking out. It's power. Real, quiet, unshakable power. So right now, just take a breath with me. Inhale a sense of ease. And as you exhale, let go of all that grasping. There's a common belief that attachment creates pressure. Most people, especially men, are taught that sheer effort is what wins the day. Grind harder, push more, want it more. But here's a deeper, more profound truth. Attachment actually sabotages your performance. Think about it. When you desperately need a certain result, what happens? You tighten up. You start to rush things. You overthink every little detail. You try to force things to happen, and you react emotionally when they don't go your way. All this pressure distorts your judgment and clouds your abilities. Detachment, on the other hand, doesn't mean you stop caring. Not at all. It means you stop needing. You still take action. You still commit fully. You still show up and give it everything you've got. The difference is that your nervous system remains calm. Your mind stays clear. Your identity isn't threatened by the outcome. And that state of calm, that is your ultimate advantage. There's an old Zen story about an archer that illustrates this perfectly. When he was practicing alone, his shots were flawless, hitting the bullseye every time. But during a competition, with a prize on the line and an audience watching, his hands would shake. His aim would falter. He couldn't perform. His master observed this and told him something profound. You are no longer shooting at the target. You are shooting at the reward. The prize, the approval, the outcome. That's what he was aiming for, and it was destroying his skill. So the archer went back to training, but this time he did it blindfolded. No audience, no prize, no tangible outcome to chase. He just focused on the act of shooting itself. And what happened? The arrows flew true once more. The lesson is powerful. Skill collapses under the weight of attachment. Mastery emerges from the freedom of detachment. So what is detachment really? It's not about quitting or giving up. Detachment is internal independence. It is a state of being where you are not controlled by external events or the need for validation. A detached person acts without desperation. They perform without the paralyzing fear of failure. They speak their truth without needing everyone to agree or approve. They move through life without clinging desperately to specific outcomes. This person gives their absolute best effort, and then they release the result to the universe. Why? Because their sense of worth is not tied to whether they win or lose. Their identity is not held hostage by external results. This is precisely why detached people often perform better. They are free asterisk while asterisk they are acting. There's no internal conflict, no self-sabotage. Try saying this to yourself, slowly and with conviction. I act with intention. I release the outcome. I trust the process. I do not grip. I do not chase. I do not panic. I show up fully, and then I let go completely. My value is internal. My identity is stable. My power is calm. Because of this, I move freely. I perform cleanly. I live detached and therefore limitless. Modern performance psychology actually confirms this ancient wisdom. Scientists have studied what they call the flow state, that magical zone where you perform at your absolute peak. This state happens when the ego dissolves, when you're so immersed in the activity that you forget yourself. Detachment helps you get there. It actively reduces cortisol, the stress hormone. It quiets the fear of failure that holds so many people back. It stops the endless cycle of overthinking that drains your mental energy. In its place, detachment increases your focus, your precision, and your adaptability. You become more present, more responsive to the moment. This is why elite performers, top athletes, world-class fighters, visionary leaders, And groundbreaking creators all train detachment in one form or another. They know that freedom from the outcome is what sharpens their skill to a razor's edge. Listen to this carefully, because it's a fundamental law of life. The tighter you grip life, the more it seems to resist and slip through your fingers. The freer you become internally, the more life seems to cooperate and flow with you. Let's say it again, with a sense of calm certainty. I let go and I rise. I release and I advance. I detach and I dominate. When you truly embody this, nothing controls you. Nothing owns you. Nothing has the power to destabilize you. You are the calm center of your own universe. Please understand, this is not weakness. This is the highest form of mastery. Detachment is the final, most elegant refinement of personal power. You still act. You still care deeply. But you are no longer chained to the results of your actions. And from that place of freedom, your influence, your impact, and your success begin to multiply in ways you never thought possible. Thank you for joining me on this journey. In our next and final episode, we complete this arc of transformation. Get ready for episode 10, The Ascended Self. Living as the highest version of you daily. Your ascension continues. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it.